I don't know why. Man, trying to go live today. What's going on, y'all? YouTube, I had to come in, do me a live, a late live. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. I'm like, let me come on here and do me a live right quick. Let me change this Cash App. Y'all support. I open up the panel. Hold on, let me. It's a lot. I got a lot going on. Y'all gonna hear a lot of shit. I got somebody else live I'm listening to in another room. I got this going on. So, and I got the mic. I got my other equipment down. I still hear that. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Let me see. Edit. I wanted to edit this. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay. See how that works. All right. Okay. Oh, that's cool. You have two. Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. You can have two. Okay. All right. Let me get this going over here. All right. Let me get this going over here. Let me see. I mean, that is loud. I got the speaker all the way. I'm talking about all the way like in the back, and that's loud. Good. And I got the volume all the way down. Wow. I don't want to be super loud. Let me see here. Where's about my channel? God damn, where am I? Right. All right. Anyway, where am I? Okay. I said, yo. Yo. Sound good. All right. Hit the Cash App, man. I have a panel. I opened it up. Let me go get my phones. Turn this down real quick. Crazy. That speaker is loud as hell. And this how I'm finna start doing it. Eventually, I'm gonna start cutting off my chat. You know, just was over here watching this other person on his stream. Got some Mother Day fuckery type shit, and he had a whole bunch of these black ass bras on there arguing, acting crazy, and people was over there supporting. I'm just sitting back thinking to myself, like, this is the saddest shit I ever seen in my life. But when somebody really be trying to, speak real shit, try to get shit done and all this, you ignorant ass motherfuckers don't support that. I think it's the saddest shit. You know, just like when people be talking about with the white people with this broad that said the N-word, whatever, and she almost raised $1 million. Everybody just outraged about that shit. Why? Like, fucking white people just as ignorant. It's just motherfuckers like this ignorant shit. Then when you call it out on motherfuckers stupid asses, they feel some type of way. So me personally, what I'm gonna start doing, just coming on, doing shit like this, probably just cut my chat off, whatever, and do my videos right quick and just get on off. Add my intro up in here. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm not for the be responding really to the chat like that no more. You know, goddamn support, man. Other than that, just do my thing and get off. But yeah, you know, a lot been going on. You know, I've been posting on my community tab and stuff like that. But a lot been going on. I'm just sitting back like, oh my god. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It's been wow. Been a crazy year. So like, let me come on and probably have me a, you know, just have a talk. Actually, I want to play this. Let me get over here. Let me see. Let me get this straightened up. Because I talked about this. And this was crazy. Hopefully ain't no echo. Let me see. Let me go to my community tab. Videos. Let me my podcast. Say create a new podcast, set an existing playlist as a podcast, or submit your RSP. Okay. Yeah. I gotta start getting up on that. What you call it? So I could OBS start doing that for real. Let's see. Okay. Inspiration. What the where is my oh wow. My views are up there. This is nice. Watch hours are up there. Yeah, I need to just probably just still coming on here, just go at it. Okay, where's my the hell? Right, what are we doing? Channel. Okay. I didn't even know it was a fundraiser for this. Yeah, I got to learn that OBS for real. Because I don't know why they consider that as a podcast. This is a podcast, but I guess they want that OBS. I have to learn that. I have yet to really sit down and study that. Because, you know, I like to do the podcast format. I like that because some people, when they be doing their videos, they don't really got to go live. They could just, you know, come on here with the OBS, have it like this, but it'd be even more better because I don't have to have, they could cut off the fundraise. Like you see the bottom part, could cut that off. I could cut it off, but I'm just saying. And then I can make my, where I'm at right here, I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. I be liking that. That'd be looking nice. So I wanted to talk about this. Let's see. This was crazy. I couldn't believe this when I saw this. Okay, what happened to that? Okay, I don't know why I just did that. Right. Yeah. Let's see. Right. Let's talk about this. So, because I think this just happened a week ago, and I was kind of shocked seeing this. 'Cause usually, this doesn't happen at the county. Usually, I mean, back then it was the opposite. The inmates was getting beat by the sheriffs. I mean, you have these certain uh incidents, isolated incidents, but not like this though. This was crazy. Hold on.
He's my best friend.
Liz Paquette says even though it's been nearly 2 months since the attack on her husband, she's still overwhelmed by what happened as he continues to recover from a brutal beating by an inmate.
I don't think that any spouse, any wife wants to go through that or get that call.
Cook County Jail video obtained by Fox 32 shows Corrections Officer Blair Paquette on March 17th in the day room of Division 9. An inmate, angry that he can't use the microwave, aggressively approaches Paquette, then backs away. Paquette
even know they
continues
had
to make his
microwaves.
rounds in the day room as the inmate moves to the door. About 3 minutes after that
You right
initial
there, that
encounter,
was wrong.
the inmate
That was wrong. His guard, his partner, supposed to been right there. Supposed to been there. And they weren't supposed to be standing right there by the door. They weren't supposed to be standing there. See that? They weren't supposed to be right there. So, and his partner should have been right there looking. As he's seeing this, he should already been like, okay, yo, get away from the door. Should did that automatically, like, hey, get away. Because they honestly they could be hearing what they're saying, what they're talking about too. Probably was already saying they finna do something. But he should already been warning the other people, like, hey, telling them get away from the door, and also, warning the other officers, like, probably for to have a problem. So yeah, go continue this.
It moves to the door. About 3 minutes after that initial encounter, the inmate suddenly attacks Paquette without warning, beating him with his fists before picking Paquette up and slamming him to the ground. Another corrections officer on the other side of the door radios for help. And 25 seconds after the attack starts,
his partner failed him, man. Ain't no way. Look at this, man. His partner failed him, man. What type of shit is this, man? You see this? What what the really? He failed him, man. He should already first he seen him by the door. He should have already knew, like, all right, son ain't right. He should have knew that. This is crazy. Hold on, let me close this. Fucking dumb shit going on. Fucking ignorant of that shit, man. God damn, man. Chill back. Let me fix this. Okay. Yeah, man. Did they failed him, man? That was wow. Look at this shit. Let's see.
Seconds after the attack starts, officers burst into the room and drag Paquette to safety. A short time later, that inmate drops to his knees and raises his arms as more officers swarm in
That's
and
different.
take control.
That every day when he
That's
goes
different.
out to work,
That's,
I always
back
pray.
then they didn't used to do it like this. That's how you know they got a lot of cameras up in there now. They did not used to do it like this. Back then they'd come in. I forgot this crew had a name. You know, like something like the SWAT team, but I forgot what they called this, you know, forgot that crew. They would come in all black on. They have on ski masks and like leather black gloves. And they coming in, you seen them throwing punches. Say like you that guy, like you see on the right here. Let me show y'all. Follow the arrow. Like him standing up. And the other guys doing probably beating his ass, and they see you still standing up, they finna come beat your ass. Cause soon as they come in, you gotta instantly get down. Like him. See like what he doing? That's what he's supposed to be doing. Back then, if you weren't doing what he doing, you standing up, they beating your ass. They don't give a fuck. Cause they go think you a part of it. No matter, because you walk, you step back. You supposed to instantly, as soon as they come in, you get down. Unless you in your room, you in your cell.
Control.
That every day when he goes out to work, I always pray for him. And after looking at the video, what I saw that day, I tell everybody that God was really his shield that day.
Paquette was bruised and bloodied, needing a dozen stitches, but amazingly, he had no broken bones or internal injuries. But his wife says his injuries are more than just physical, and they don't know when he'll be able to return to work.
Recovering, taking it day by day, you know, just focused on his recovery journey right now.
We would like to support him and make him feel like a family.
Bo Rainey heads Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 357 for Sheriff's Correctional Officers. This Saturday, they're holding a fundraiser and raffle to raise money for the Paquette family while Blair continues to recover.
Maybe this can help him just a little bit to, they don't have to stress out about that financially. They're focusing on their recovery.
They got insurance.
The sheriff's office identifies Paquette's attacker as 32-year-old Absalom Coakley, who was being held for a 2022 murder charge. He's now also been charged with felony aggravated battery to a peace officer and has been transferred to the Grundy County Jail. Liz says she's thankful for the support from the community.
All I can say is that I'm just glad that he is home. I'm glad that he's alive. I'm glad that literally God answered my prayers.
Last fall, a Cook County jail guard was beaten in a jail dorm. That attack also captured on surveillance video. Now, the Teamsters Union representing the guards has complained about staffing levels and working conditions.
That's crazy. And that's usually the open area, the bunk beds. I forgot what they used to call it. It's two areas. It used to be the working deck, and then it was another area. I think they call it gladiator deck, to be honest with you. That's usually where the younger, they had a younger kids be like in those areas, the bunk bed, unless they had like a violent crime or something. And like I said, back then you wasn't seeing that. You didn't see the guards getting touched like that. It was the exact opposite. Seriously, they was beating the shit out of the inmates. I mean, beating the shit out of them. Like, I don't know what happened. I think it's changed. A lot of them, sheriffs and retired. It's a different regime, and probably it's laws now. They got different laws that you can't be beating on the inmates like they used to. So I don't think it's more of a staffing thing, situation. I think they got laws now. You really can't put hands on them like that, like they used to. I think it's lawsuits they got out here. I used to beat the shit out these inmates. Like, seriously.
A spokesperson for the sheriff's office saying staffing levels were adequate during this most recent incident, going on to add, the attack underscores the volatile and dangerous environment the correctional deputies face every day, and we are grateful for their courage and professionalism. At the Cook County Jail, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
Yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. Man, I used to beat the shit out the inmates. I was shocked to see this. Not gonna lie, I don't really follow the county, Cook County. Maybe I will now, because goddamn it, I didn't know nothing about this. Start following that, because the last time I checked on Facebook, it was a lot of lawsuits going on. I think it was towards with the juveniles, sexual assault. A lot of that was going on. I seen a lot of those lawsuits. I didn't really see too many county lawsuits, but I could see, so I could see that going on. So they probably changed the rules with the sheriffs. So, wow. Man, what else I wanted to talk about? Let me go back to my that's what I'm gonna do. My post. So yeah, this right here shocked me, but this shocked
Top
me.
line?
This is a quality, comprehensive exam.
But when I'm gonna let it play. Probably most of y'all heard about this already, but
now a verdict has been reached in the state trial of 3 former Memphis police officers charged in the beating death of Tyree Nichols. Sam Clementi is at the WKRN.com alert desk with the details. Sam, what do we know?
Well, Kendall, the jury has acquitted all 3 officers of all charges, which include second-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression.
Yeah,
the jury took about 8.5 hours over 2 days to find Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith not guilty on all charges. Now, the 3 still face the prospect of years in prison after they were convicted of federal charges last year. Nichols fled a 2023 traffic stop after he was yanked out of his car, pepper sprayed, and hit with a taser. 2 other officers who were involved have already pled guilty to the state charges. For breaking news around the clock, go to WKRN.
Plea deal.
Kendall?
At first, I was angry because I was just like, what the fuck? But once they said it was federal, I said, oh, they got indicted with I said that also, usually that happens. Usually when the federal, they indict you, usually the state be like, all right, yeah, you ain't plead on the plea deal. Okay. And federal picks it up. They be like, all right, not guilty. Because at first I was mad, but I was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? But then when he said it at the end, I said, oh, federal. So be following that. I don't know what those charges going to be. So definitely check that out. I'm not going to play this because it's too long. But shout outs to her. She came here. Christina. Yeah, she went in on his no neck ass. So yeah, I was impressed. Uh-oh, what's going on with my mouse? Oh, Lord. All right, let me see. All right.
A Fox News exclusive, the Trump administration launching a new program to expand the immigration crackdown.
Oh, yeah.
The surge of deportations. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino.
Morning to you. Hope you had a good weekend.
Yes, indeed.
A little rainy on Sunday, but hey, the Ducks like it.
They do like it
a lot. Good morning at home. I'm Bill Hemmer, Department of Homeland Security, offering a one-way ticket and cash for those who choose to self-deport from the United States, along with a chance to return, while those who fight deportation will never be allowed back in once they are kicked out. The agency says it will save taxpayers money in the end. President Trump gave a preview during his one-on-one interview with Rachel Campos Duffy just about a month ago.
We're going to give them a stipend. We're going to give them some money and a plane ticket. And then we're going to work with them. If they're good, if we want them back in, we're going to work with them to get them back in as quickly as we can.
And Bill Malugin is live in Los Angeles with the exclusive. Good morning, Bill.
Yeah, Dana, good morning to you. So Fox News can report exclusively that DHS will announce today that they're going to start paying for the commercial flights of illegal aliens who self-deport from the U.S. And on top of that, they're going to pay them an additional $1,000 stipend.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like.
Now, DHS says doing this.
I didn't like that. 45. People was like, yeah, 1,700 to 45. Look, man, I'll just be straight up, like they were saying. If you don't leave, you don't self-deport yourself, and we catch you, you ain't gonna have an opportunity to come back. Simple as that. Like, look, we're giving you a plane ticket. Just get on out of here. Simple as that. Ain't giving you no stipend. Like, the hell? No. Seriously? Commit a crime, then you can get a stipend? That's what we doing? I'm like, no. Simple as they did what they were saying at first. Shit, I think giving them a plane ticket is too much. Shit. Take your ass, we give you a bus, a flight right back to that border. The way you came in is be the way you could go out. You got a choice. I'm not feeling doing that shit. A stipend. I'm like, do we get a stipend? Veterans, they sitting there, we waiting for our benefits and all of that. We don't get a stipend. We don't get nothing. A whole bunch of headaches. So yeah, I disagree with this. This may be bad, but I said okay though. They trying hard though.
Is going to be significantly cheaper for the American taxpayer. They tell us that right now it costs on average about $17,000 to arrest, detain, and deport someone. They say paying for self-deportations and the stipend will only cost about $4,500 per person. That's about 70% cheaper. Aliens are going to have to register to self-deport on the new CBP Home app to access that DHS financial assistance, as well as announce their intent to leave the country. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem tells Fox in part, quote, if you are here illegally, self-deportation is the best.
No disrespect to them. I know some of them be listening to me. Don't take this the wrong way. Well, you like, hey, man, I'm tired of America. I want to go to Colombia. I'm tired. Give you a one-way plane ticket and a stipend. Yo, man, can we get that? Shit, but you get lost. You better you gotta go. That's the crazy part. Like, I know this. You go overseas, man. You better have that passport. You better have that paperwork, or you will come up missing. I'm so serious. You will come up missing. That's crazy. But here, this BS. I'm not talking about with the Trump administration. I'm just saying with Biden, that nonsense. Just we doing all this to get rid of them. You go into another country and do this. You don't got the proper paperwork. You just illegally there, man. Yeah, okay. I mean that. I'm so serious. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. You will come up missing. Certain places you really will come up missing. Like shit, like Mexico. Boy, you will come up missing. They ain't play that. That's crazy, man. That's wow. Let's see.
Safest and most cost-effective way to leave the United States to avoid arrest. In the meantime, here in the sanctuary city of Los Angeles, ICE confirms to Fox News that 3 suspects arrested in connection with the home invasion murder of a man in the Woodland Hills neighborhood last Sunday are all in the U.S. illegally.
Wow.
ICE's acting director, Todd Lyons, tells Fox they are all Georgian nationals, 2 of whom were caught and released at the border after crossing illegally, and the third who overstayed a tourist visa, and listen to this, had 2 previous arrests with ICE detainers on him ignored due to sanctuary policy.
That's not allowed.
Still allowed to stay here in the U.S. and commit crimes. So you have 3 individuals from the nation of Georgia who didn't know each other, who have now met up in the sanctuary state of California in Los Angeles and killed an innocent person. For these elected officials, I say shame on you.
And Dana, regarding DHS paying for those self-deportation flights, they tell us they've already tested this out successfully. They say they paid recently for an illegal alien to fly from Chicago back to Honduras. They tell us that any aliens who sign up and register to self-deport will be immediately deprioritized as a target for ICE arrest. They say thousands have self-deported already. They anticipate that number is going to shoot up significantly after today's announcement.
No, they
seems like a cost-effective way to handle it as well. Collision, thank you.
Yep.
Tricia McLaughlin's a Homeland Security.
I'm shocked. Really? Somebody left from Chicago and went home, got the self-deported. I don't believe that. What? No. Chicago protect these illegals. I'm shocked. They protect them. Like, seriously, have y'all been watching what's been going on? I didn't even play the other one because it was too long. They protect them. The state, the city, the county, Cook County. I can't speak on the other counties, but I definitely know Cook County protect them. Well, that ain't happening. Let's see. I'm shocked at that one. I don't believe it, but who knows? Let's see. All right.
Assistant Secretary of Public Affairs, Tricia, good morning to you. Thanks for coming on here. Give us the sense of what this idea is born out of, and how many people do you believe could be attracted to it?
Well, Bill, there's 15 to 20 million people in this country, and each and every day our ICE law enforcement agents go out and arrest these individuals. Self-deportation, though, is the safest, most cost-effective option to get these illegal aliens out of our country. This also preserves the option for them to potentially come back the legal right way and come back to live the American dream. And again, that's almost 70% roughly savings for the American taxpayer.
Wait, Tricia, talk a little bit more about that, because this might, for people who are watching this, it might be in a situation where they could sign up for self-deportation. It doesn't penalize you for the future. So if you really do want to be in America, you can self-deport, go back to your country of origin, and then try to do the legally.
Exactly. And actually, this might put you in a better position because there's documentation that you have decided to self-deport. So if you're an illegal alien, you should download the CBP Home app. It's free on any device, and you can go get a flight that'll be paid for by DHS. And as well, we will give you $1,000 stipend. Again, that's 70% savings for U.S. taxpayers. It's also safer for the migrant. It is safer for our law enforcement. If you self-deport, you should do so today.
Why should they trust that they would give him priority, Tricia?
She just got out of college.
There's documentation, and we're giving you our word that we will give you this money and that you can leave today. It's the safest way. You will not be arrested. You will not be detained, and we will give you that free flight.
Okay, wanted to also ask you about this. President Trump yesterday talked about reopening Alcatraz, and he said this on the South Lawn. Let's play call number 2.
First class.
So many of these radicalized judges, they want to have trials for every single, think of it, every single person that's in our country illegally, that came in illegally. That would mean millions of trials, and it's just so ridiculous what's happening. And it's long been a symbol, Alcatraz, of whatever it is. I mean, you know, it's a sad symbol, but it's a symbol of law and order. And, you know, it's got quite a history, frankly. So I think we're going to do that, and we're looking at it right now.
Congresswoman Pelosi, she had a different thought. She said Alcatraz closed as a federal penitentiary more than 60 years ago. It is now a very popular national park and major tourist attraction. The president's proposal is not a serious one.
Get on X. I don't.
Is this something that is being discussed loosely, or is there a plan to actually make this happen?
What happened
Our country, Dana.
with my X account? Because I didn't even know I made one. I forgot when I started helping out with the non-profit doing the expungement, and I forgot I made a Twitter. It was Twitter at the time account, and I was with the old R3 thing, and so I went to go try to create another one off this email I got with this channel, because I wanted to keep it like with this one. And I was like, it was like account already made. And I was like, wait, what? So I searched to look for the password and everything, because I was like, I couldn't have an account. Come to find out, yeah, I made one in 2021, 2022, I think. And they suspended me. I didn't make not one post. I just made the account and never posted anything. And they suspended my X account. I was like, yo, I didn't even get to say nothing. I finally got in there from, I changed up the password, and then it dawned on me. I said, oh, because you could just put in your email. And then I got the new password, and then I say, oh, okay. But they like, your account suspended. And then you see 0 posts, 0. Hey, why is y'all suspending my account? So I reached out to them. It's been like, what, a week? It's been a week and a half. Monday, I'm gonna have to really be like, look, I'll suspend my account. Because I don't know. I probably just delete the whole account. Delete it, and because I want to use that email address. I only want to use that email address. Trying to keep everything over here, because I'm gonna give it back, this name. So I was like, come on, man, the hell. So stay tuned, because I need to get on X. A lot of people on X I need to reach out to. That's the place to be now. That shit made me so mad. Y'all suspended me. Even make a single post. I haven't followed anybody, none of that. I just made that damn account and just basically didn't do nothing with it. And they suspended it. Hey, what the hell?
It was founded on innovation and out-of-the-box ideas, and I think that this is a great idea from President Trump. He also mentioned in that post that this is symbolism, just like Guantanamo Bay. Historically, Alcatraz was used to house the worst of the worst, and that's exactly what we're doing at Guantanamo Bay and could potentially do at Alcatraz as well.
Yeah. Can we ask you, Tricia, how many illegal migrants are in Guantanamo Bay right now?
There's a couple of hundred. We continue to move these folks out and get them to the country of origin or a third country that agrees to accept them, because these are hardened criminals.
Rikers Island is similar to Alcatraz in the sense that it's an island surrounded by water. I think the comparisons stop after that, but there's a plan to close Rikers here in New York. Would this administration take action on Rikers?
I think everything's on the table. I'm not going to get ahead of Secretary Noem or President Trump, but this administration is one of law and order, and we are getting these criminal, illegal aliens off of our streets. We get reports that come in every single day to see who was picked up. We have child molesters, rapists, murderers, arsonists, you name it. There are people who have been in this country for far too long, committing crimes and terrorizing our communities, and we will get them out, whether it be Rikers Island, Alcatraz, Guantanamo Bay. I guess
I got to put this in here. I'm not, because you just coming in late. I'm not answering the chat. I'm letting y'all do your thing. Like, if nobody ain't supporting, I'm not responding to the chat. I could have cut it off, but I decided not to. So from here on out, I'm not responding to the chat. People got to support. Next time, I'll probably just cut the chat off completely. I was just letting it rock because I'm just going through some certain stuff, but I'm not responding to the chat. You know, people gotta support. I really don't care about that penny shit right now. Shit, they already, to be honest with you, they looked out for me. To be honest with you, homegirl doing what she did, calling that kid the N-word. So what does it matter? Like I said, I've been saying this. People are racist. They're going to be racist, regardless. I don't care about that shit. I don't.
Or another detention facility. These people will not be on our street under President Trump and Secretary No.
All right, Tricia McLaughlin, thanks for joining us here on this Monday.
Thanks for coming on. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade. And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interview.
Damn. Let's see. All right, let's go to my posts. I'm just trying to go through my posts. Oh, I meant to do this one too. I wanted to do this shit, but I didn't even listen to this video. It's too long. I'm not gonna do this one. Who gives a fuck when it comes to Brandon Johnson? You know, he gonna say this. He gonna say that same old dumb shit. Oh man, but shout out to Chicago Flip Red, man. Shout out. Look, let me see if I can play it, man. This. I'm not gonna lie, man. I get him. You know, that's me and Chicago conservative been bumping heads, man. But this was kind of impressive, man. Let me see. Hold on. Hopefully ain't that much echoing. Ain't too much shit going on. Shout outs to them, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was impressed with this. I was impressed. Let me see why they. Let me see. I like what they doing, man. This is what I want to see. Nah, him violent and conservative. About that. Look on girl Danny, man. Yeah, look. Yeah, look. Get her, man. That one time I went down there and it was like late. I got there late as hell, and they was kind of like kicking people out. And I seen her. And I was shocked because I was like, God damn, is that real? I was shocked because she don't like, you see her on here, you know, you kind of like, you know, because you looking at her from the front because, you know, she had the mic and, you know, you don't see all that. Man, I was like, whoa. I was like, God damn. I had told him that. I was like, shit. He started laughing. I was like, damn. But I'm proud of them, man. They making some noise, man. They making some noise. Y'all go ahead, man. I'm finna go use it right quick.
Chicago Public Schools. And part of that, I was city budget director. During the early daily years, when the crime rate plummeted and we had balanced budgets and we weren't selling parking meters, and over that matter, raising taxes. And then, of course, after Chicago, I actually ran for governor against Robert Goyevich and lost by 1.5 percentage points, which is about what I lost to Johnson. So it's just the 1.5. It's just those same 15,000 voters. They were only switched. But anyway, but it is what it is, and you know, I like to think things might have been different, but then you never know. But I also did the Philadelphia turnaround for Governor Rendell after Chicago, and then later on, I was tasked with rebuilding schools in New Orleans after Katrina, and where we actually created the nation's only 100% school choice district that had vouchers, as well as all independent charter schools, which are really independent neighborhood schools that had autonomy where the money would flow to them and not be intercepted by some central office beyond what the central office needed to provide for their capital needs. And then I did international work for the World Bank in Haiti. After Katrina, I actually chaired Sean Penn's organization, and Sean's politics aside, the stuff he did in Haiti was absolutely heroic. He took care of about 50,000 displaced Haitians for almost 6-7 years. You know, he had just gotten his second Oscar, and he spent a fortune down there. And of course, his organization, Cora, did COVID vaccinations and
sorry, I was
throughout the
muted.
Caribbean as well as 8 different cities.
But I was saying I don't believe that he turned that he's conservative.
So it was interesting.
He probably a conservative person, but I'm just saying towards within the party.
As well as doing work in other Caribbean countries like Chile and others. I remember when I was doing my work in Haiti, I was splitting my time between Haiti and Chile. Of course, I was telling people, you know, I'm working on 2 countries that have been impacted by earthquakes. Well,
I don't think he should run again. I don't think he should run again. They got to find somebody else. They need an independent, like I've been saying. I was like the first saying this. They need an independent. I don't really believe that you should be a Republican to be able to be mayor of Chicago or the governor. But I like that DuPage sheriff who's running for governor. He need to speak more about policies. He need to get out there more now, like instead of just popping up here and there. He need to really, now he got the momentum on this. I really think he does. He need to get out there. I'm gonna try to find out more information about him. I've been looking at him every time he does like a little show up, you know, somewhat interview. I think he needs to talk more. He needs to get out there. But Chicago, the mayor next time, I think it could be an independent. Like seriously, I get it. I'm talking about flipping red, but it could be an independent. Because, like I said, it's time. It's time for independence, man. I ain't fucking with the Democrats, man. So, well, I don't know, man. A lot of crazy liberals here in this city, but you know, the independents, man, could be a rise. I could see the first independent mayor happening next term. Like seriously. But that's that view, man. I was like, where are they? That's nice. They're in some suburb. That looks really nice.
Well, going to Haiti was a real challenge, although I loved my work in Haiti. But going to Chile was like, or Santiago was like going to Paris. Because what you discover with the Chileans is nothing falls down. I mean, they had the second most powerful earthquake in the country, and I think one building, I mean, in recorded history, one building collapsed. So, I mean, they know, they do construction right there. So it's really kind of been an experience. And I say that because, you know, when you run for political campaigns, your opponents try to tailor you or tar you and try to feather you as being your MAGA guy or this or that, and they just don't. You know, their aim is to categorize you and to label you or to basically, you know, develop a profile that may not reflect reality. So suffice to say, I've been around a lot, and You know, and if I would have mastered the Greek, I probably would have been a Greek priest. But at the end of the day, I kind of
I could have.
You know,
I could have. Nah, but I'm not for to keep playing that. That's go there to the Chicago conservative. Y'all can see all of it because he was. He started talking about something he started talking about the schools, which I agree with him when he was talking about the schools. But if y'all want to see all of it, go to his channel. I'm not fit to be playing all of this. Just want to get a gist of, what he was talking about. Okay. But I was like, God damn, Danny. She looked good in that dress. Yeah, and I know she married to a cop. They was talking about these guys who got killed up north. Let me see. I'll be wanting to give a short video. I don't like these long ass videos. Let's see. Nah, dude sound horrible. He sound horrible. They all sound horrible. I was gonna, but I'd rather not. These guys, they be getting views, man. They sound horrible. What's up, the Slayer Cat? What's up? Let's see. What else I want to talk about? Okay. I don't really care about Diddy trial. Not yet. Oh yeah. I want to. Yeah, this was crazy, for real. So let me see. All right, let's do this.
The moment when Newark Mayor Ross Baraka was
crazy, right?
Out after his arrest late Friday for allegedly attempting to break into an ICE facility during a protest with several Democratic members of Congress. We want to take you back to Newark. That's where we find correspondent CB Cotton with the very latest. Hi, CB.
Hi, Kevin. Well, this small group of protesters behind me says what happened yesterday at this ICE detention facility was fascism on full display, but the White House is slamming it as political theater, saying Democrats are, quote, prioritizing the welfare of illegal aliens over American citizens. Now we have this new body camera footage obtained exclusively by colleague Bill Mallusion, which shows exactly what took place the moment when Newark Mayor Ross Baraka was taken into custody. You can see him here led away in handcuffs, and U.S. Representative LaMonica McIver, who appears to be shoving and elbowing her way past the DHS agent. DHS says had she and the other U.S. representatives on scene simply asked for a tour of the ICE facility, they would have gotten one. Instead, DHS says the lawmakers demanded to conduct an oversight visit before storming their way into the facility gate past security as a bus of detainees was entering. The lawmakers ultimately were allowed inside, but Mayor Ross Baraka, also a Democratic candidate for New Jersey governor, was not, and he was later arrested on scene, as we've been talking about. He's now been charged with trespassing after the feds say he ignored repeated warnings to leave. But Baraka told CNN that's not true, saying he was arrested after returning to the public side of the gate.
They tried to arrest me, as you can see.
All of them need
to try to arrest me. As you can see, I'm calm.
All they do is anything.
I'm just walking. We got out of the gate. They, I guess, made a decision to come around the gate after we left to arrest me outside of the gate
too.
So a private company entered into an agreement with ICE to open the facility behind me. For months, Baraka and other Newark officials have been alleging in court that the company didn't obtain proper permits. DHS says that's not true, while sharing photos of some of the detainees who are inside, saying they've all been accused of serious crimes.
What the
I don't know why you would want to run on this platform. I'm a career law enforcement officer.
Look at these,
and I don't want to go out and support MS-13 terrorists. I don't want to go out there and support child rapists. And those are the people behind those fences.
Look at this shit.
So despite the chaos leading up to when lawmakers were allowed inside afterwards, one of them came out and said in remarks that the facility is well maintained. Kevin.
Crazy.
CB Cotton Force in Newark. Good stuff. Thank you, CB.
He did say that too.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
Yeah, it's well maintained. They took care of me. And these other idiots steady saying, well, we still deserve to see how I look up in there. And the mayors came out and say, no, it's nice up in there. Man, this is crazy. Lock all their asses up, man. This is unbelievable. But at the same time, me personally, y'all keep voting these clowns in, man. You get what you deserve. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm dead serious. New Jersey, you deserve everything that you get, man. Real talk, man. You get everything, bruh. So that's crazy to me, man. That was crazy. Let me see what else. Yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. That was insane, bro. Man, I was like, man, they better not do that shit here, man. They better not do that shit here, man. I mean, they protect them here like crazy, but not like that. Not like that. Oh, yo, let me show y'all this. Hold on, I gotta find it. There's another crazy one. I gotta find it first. Let me show you this shit. Damn, hold on, y'all. What the hell is that? Hold on, give me a second. I'm like, damn, I was just keeping the food warm. Smell like I was burning my food. Trying to keep my food warm before I put it up. Damn, hold on. Y'all got it. This, let me find this story. Come on. This was crazy too. I do not like using somebody else's shit, but y'all got to see this one. Yeah, here it is. Y'all know who this is. Look at this shit. Go support his channel. Whatever.
Are they praying to
this is crazy?
Mary?
And I've been saying, you know, they're going to be on unmarked cars. ICE. I think they're here. They out here. I've been seeing a lot of unmarked, like these guys with these vests on and these unmarked cars out here. But wait till y'all see this shit. This was crazy, man. Support, man. Y'all support. I'll stay on. If not, probably after this, I get off, man. Go ahead and put up my food. Like I say, you support, I stay on. If not, get off.
Can block ICE, can block the police.
So.
They're making a scene for no reason.
I mean,
so dumb.
Crazy. Y'all hear this?
You don't need a warrant, bro. Look how dramatic these people are. Over an illegal migrant.
Yeah, this is crazy. Look at that. They gotta fight this motherfucker. Bruh.
She over there with her baby. Like
yeah, look. Look at them, man. Bruh, let that be us, man. Look at this, man.
All of these people
just to arrest like 2 people, man. Look at this bullshit. Boy, that was, man, if it was the hood, man, they would have had guns out. Get back! Get back!
So apparently a mother and a daughter
they went through all of this shit, man. Put this motherfucker in a cop. Ain't no way. This shit. Look, they fighting. Look. Yo, y'all see this shit? Look at that. This ain't, man, this is crazy, man. Look, these white motherfuckers, these liberals are crazy. I told y'all they crazy. Look at this motherfucker gonna stand behind the car. Yo.
Everybody that put their hands on the police officer that's in charge of
damn, fuck. Old ass white man, nobody pulling out their phones. Weird, man. Old ass feminine boy. Old ass in the house, man. Look at this old ass. Look at this motherfucker.
Better move from that.
That's crazy. Right with a sugar daddy.
These people are really able.
Look, you see Shorty in the front. Look, y'all see this?
Put them all in.
Boy, they'd have been like, bam! Get your head off that cop, bam! And lock your ass up. Look at this. This is unbelievable, man.
I better get your
once again, boy. Look, they supposed to lock her. He just gonna push her off. Supposed to lock her up. Oh, they crazy, man. I thought I was crazy, man. White liberals are insane. They're like the black ones. Democrats, man. They're crazy. This shit, they fighting with them. They ain't doing none of that shit. Then me and my crew locking their asses
Let
up.
me say this.
I'm locking
you
them up.
cannot come over here, do what you want to do, be over here illegally, and then think that you got rights. I don't know why these people think that they got rights. And then they got other people protecting them and trying to hold them down from actually getting deported. Bro, you cannot come over here illegally and do what you want to do. Now,
Yes, they
again, I
can.
believe that it's the mother and the daughter that is getting arrested.
Oh,
and
yes.
obviously,
Yes, the fuck they can. As you starting to see, yes, they can. They've been doing it. I was one of the first saying they've been doing it for decades. I meant to play that video, but that's probably, I'm gonna have to search for that. That's probably gonna go. I mean, y'all support. I will keep showing y'all shit. I'm telling you, support. That motivates me, man. Cause it's another video of somebody talking about what I've been saying about what was it? Illegal. I think it was 2010, something like that. The legal in Chicago ran over his brother, and that motherfucker bailed. He got out. He escaped. He went back to Mexico. Had a car and everything, no license and nothing. Ran over his brother. I mean, like dragged him for like man. That's crazy. And escaped. And it took them a while to get this dude. A while. Told y'all, man. Told y'all. There's plenty of illegals here in Chicago. It's a lot. They protect them. This shit is no joke, man.
But all of these people are hiding. All of these people are taking advantage of the American system. And you got these liberals and these Democrats and people feeling as though this is normal. No, You need to go ahead and make your own country great again, and you cannot
I
come over
agree.
here illegally and do
That's
what you want to
crazy.
do and then be able to justify yourself. And then you got all of these idiots out there supporting them. And I'm not even going to get in the name calling and anything like that. I'm just going to call it exactly what it is. It's messy. Look at these. Look at these liberals.
Don't take the mother. Don't take the mother.
Don't take the mother. You can come over here. You can suppose it.
I was about to say something, man, but I was like, nah. Okay, I can't go there. Not.
You're going to injure the child.
Oh, man. For me to be house off from here on out. I'm going to use some support. Real.
She going anyway.
Feed me as much as I can. For real.
Hey, shout out to the
camera. We're going to say something. Look at her. This lady coming back over there. I think that's the same one.
You know what's so cool? Actually, here in Massachusetts.
Y'all see what I'm
right now.
They
So
just
to
pushed
see
her
how
over
this
here.
is playing out.
He pushed over here. She come right back.
In a neighborhood in Massachusetts, and I'm not even sure exactly what this neighborhood is.
This is insane.
It's pretty insane. It's
They
pretty
don't do this
crazy.
for homeless.
So this is a neighborhood in
Tell me,
Massachusetts.
show
and
me
this
what
just happened
time.
yesterday.
Show me these.
Where the neighbors tried to stop ICE agents from detaining a mother who has 2 children, including a newborn baby. The
This
mother
next
was
shit
eventually
makes me
detained,
upset.
and her 16-year-old daughter was also arrested. Why are they having children over here and they not even supposed to be here, and they trying to take advantage of American laws in order to get birthright citizenship, which was not supposed to be for them and was supposed to be for American
Like,
or
you know, what's the name?
African
In the
descendants of
hood.
slaves.
Shit, no different. Oh, what's up? They know what's happening.
Crazy, bro. Come over here and do whatever it is that they want. But if I cross the street, I'm getting arrested. You don't need a warrant to arrest like this. Not a citizen. Not a citizen.
Dude. Do they be putting this like? Do they put this like that on their TikTok? Like, do TikTok allow longer videos now? Look at this, man. Knocked off the street. And they probably will have to get more police. Look at this, man. Yeah, more cops. Wow. Man, they would have got out. This was a black neighborhood. They had a person that had a warrant, and they was getting him up out of there. They wouldn't have been playing around. They'd have been throwing motherfuckers. It's not funny, man, but they won't be allowing this. You know, the black people been standing. We want to see the warrant. None of that. None of that. They'd have been man, it'd have been crazy. They'd have been arresting motherfuckers left and right. Real talk. In front of the police car. Like that. Them doing their job. Yeah, okay. I know y'all have seen some of them videos back in the day when people used to act ass. They trying to take somebody, you know, they had a warrant. Yeah, you can't do this. Boy, they body slamming, motherfucker. Seriously, body slam. Chick, they it was a woman, whoever it was, body slamming. They locking their ass and stuff. You get in their way. They locking their ass.
Oh, you got a block.
They steady in the front of the car. Look at them. Look.
People don't even show it for themselves.
Look, she sit down. This shit. Old man sugar daddy over there. Let my sugar baby go.
So what you think they're gonna uncuff her and then take her back out and then let her go out there and go back home, and that's just gonna be the end of it? No, it's a mandate from the American people to have people deported out of here.
Shout out to him
over there. Person walking over there.
I didn't see it.
And they do not have a fucking
For me to on my feed, I seen it. And I was like, "Wait, what?" I looked at it earlier, and I was like, "Oh, this is crazy." I looked at this, and that led me to looking at the shit with them black New Jersey clowns. Crazy. They ain't black. Those some ON. I ain't calling them. Those ON. Congress, ON woman, chick, ON clown. Yeah, like we got.
They've been real patient.
Look at that. They steady getting in front. Look at that, man.
What does the police do?
What you doing all that filming for?
They're quite literally trying to fucking slow roll so they can move out of the way. What the fuck is wrong with the baby?
He took off her hoodie. She ready. She ready. He took off her hoodie. He's squabbling. Uh-oh, got the big, ON chick, black chick, liberal ON chick. Always won.
You can see the pink hair.
Yeah.
I know that here.
This was crazy. We had to go through all this, man. That's insane.
Being fucking shit bags about everything.
Look at that. They walking around the car like there's the president up beside them. This is crazy, man. Look at that. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. They wouldn't did that for nobody else, bro. They would not, man. They would have been beating ass, locking people up left and right. All right. Well, all right. Well, I didn't receive anything, so call it. Well, I guess I'm gonna start doing these type of lives more. Things that I be looking at, come on here, show it, and then get off. Like I said, panels. I address the chat. Yeah, I gotta support, man. I'm sorry, man, because I've been doing this too long. What I seen earlier, man, just coming across this one ignorant ass channel, and I know y'all like this crazy shit, this ignorant shit. I'm not with that, man. I'm not gonna be bothered with that shit no more. Cause me personally, I feel like when y'all support me, that should motivate me, man. That push me harder, man. Y'all just be I'm not. Sorry, man. Been doing this too long. So, but I do appreciate people giving me the likes and then people subscribing. But other than that, nah. But I'm gonna start doing this. I like this, doing this like this, just going through videos and shit and just talking and things in that nature, man. But god damn, man. I got a feeling it's gonna be more of this shit. It's gonna be more of this, man. Wow. So once I get a little more, because I don't want to be like late, being up too damn late with it. Because some of these videos I was gonna talk about long, like 40 minutes long. And nah, that's how I be with the crazy shit. So, no, you're not supporting me. Being here running your mouth in the chat is not supporting. It's not supporting. You don't know what the hell support is, man. Hell. Shit, to be honest with you, really, you support like I do. I put my money where my mouth is. When I want something to be taken care of, or I want to see somebody get things taken care of, I support. I put my money where my mouth is. That's fucking supporting, man. Not coming in the chat, not just running my fucking mouth, not typing all fucking day, shit like that. No. The fuck? You want shit done, you got to put your money behind that shit. And I have done that. Talking about what? What the fuck you mean what, man? That's why you don't got a clue, man. You don't got a clue. You really don't, man. You don't got a clue, Jay. You just, bruh, you don't got a fucking clue, man. At all, man. But anyway, all right, man. I'm gonna start doing this more, man. I'm just gonna come in and do a couple of video. I'm gonna do it like this, man. Because as y'all see, man, I come on here and man, I be looking. I look at shit. I'll repost them if I, to kind of remind myself to talk about it later. But sometimes it be so much shit happening, like constantly, back to back to back to back. I'm like, God damn. So this is what I'm gonna start doing, shit like this. Just putting them all together on the live. And next time, I'm probably gonna have a chat. Like I said, I'm not playing around no more. We go just, I'd rather not have a chat. For real. And I'm just gonna start going over shit that I don't watch. Even sports. Like I be watching sport. I be watching the Bears and be yelling at the fucking TV. That should be making me mad as hell. I be following a lot of shit. This shit in Chicago, I didn't know shit about this. About the teachers, the sexual assault cases. I didn't know that. It's over 400 cases with the Chicago teachers, the public schools. I did not know that. I said, God damn. Because I was going to talk about this, but nah, I'm about to get off. But maybe next time, talk about that. Definitely got to. That's crazy. Yeah, I be listening to Fresh and Fit. Myron, that goofy ass shit he been saying. I was agreeing with him at one part, and then all of a sudden this N-word shit and all this other shit come about. There he go. I'm just like, I'm like, no, nigga. I try to. Well, my bad. Excuse me. No, O-N, because he ain't young. I'm just like, bruh, no, man. So, yeah, man. But and then what's the name? He went to City Hall. That was kind of cool. I didn't see any videos with City Hall. I've been listening to the shit in Dalton with the new mayor. Bruh, if y'all want this, man, y'all gonna have to support it, man. Fuck Myron, man. Myron's a dumbass. That nigga dumb as hell, bruh. But y'all gotta support, man. I'm gonna give it to y'all the only way I give it to you. The only way I come. Because it was a lot of shit, man. I wanted to speak on it, man. So, yeah. it's in here. Where is it? Yeah, I didn't really give a fuck about that statue. But wait, hold on. Where is it? before I get off. Because I've been watching so much shit. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. That shit had me laugh. I didn't give a fuck, but at the same time, I was impressed. There it is. See, I've been watching. It was like 100 videos done about that statue. There's another one. I've been watching it. Hold on, I think I got another one somewhere. Where's the other one? When it first came out, but once they showed the up close of it, yeah, because this is the one I had watched. That's how I found out about it, through Fox. And I was like, he going in, he sound kind of like angry and shit. Why they got this black? I was kind of like, that's a black woman? I'm like, you got, big white women and Latin women. But yes, donating. But they showed the close-up of her, the statue, and I said, God damn. I was impressed. The facial structure, how they, I said, yeah, that's a black woman. The braids, they had the braids. That fucked me. That was impressive. Whoever, I was like, yo, technology, man. I didn't really, they were showing it from a distance. But when they did the close up, I said, yo, that I ain't gonna lie, that kind of fucked me up. I was like, wow, that was really, really, really impressive. So yeah, but I mean, hey, I was like, shit, I would like to see how they how they made it, because how they made that statue, because damn, that was impressive. I say, yeah, that's a black woman. I said, damn. Yo, the facial structure out in I said, wow. Wow. So I left it alone, man. I left it alone. Wow. Shit. They say supposed to be taking it down in June, but I don't know, man. I don't think that statue go last too long. But yeah, man. Let me get on out of here, man. That shit gonna make me. I would be like, shit's probably gonna be a whole bunch of videos about it tomorrow. Watch. Well, later on today. Let me get on out of here, man. This is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna come on here, all the videos. I feel like I need to speak on. I'm just gonna pack it into one live, say what I gotta say, and yeah, get the hell on out of here, man. Like I say, then people get the support, whatever. I have a panel. I let people say what they got to say. And, I'll leave it at that. To be honest with you, shit. I really don't care who you are. You white, black. You want to come up here, and I ain't gonna let you say some some crazy shit. It probably get my shit blocked. But other than that, I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, support. I'm willing to have that, to do the panel thing. Let people go ahead and do their thing. Just, be respectful. Shit like that. But other than that, nah, man, I'm not fit. Nah. Motherfuckers ain't supporting. Nah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna do this shit, have my discussion, get off and keep it moving. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here, man. It is what it is. Anybody looking at the replay, y'all still know what it is. Still can support. I don't know if I probably come on tomorrow night. It depends. For now, it's going to depend on what happens. If I feel like crazy shit, like motherfuckers do some crazy shit later on today, most likely y'all gonna start seeing me come on more often, talking about it now. Because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stop, post it or put it on my history and come on later on and talk about it. Then keep it moving. Yeah. So and then people support. have a panel, people come up, say what they got to say about it, and we'll leave it at that. All right, let me get on out of here. Some other stuff I got to finish doing before I go ahead and lay it down. So, all right, y'all. All right. Peace out.